Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mike, and it has been, it's been a long time since we've talked. How are you? Where have you guys been? I know where I've been. I've been working my butt off. I have been rather busy working on the business, which has been phenomenal. I launched a podcast. I'll talk about that in another video, but I've been really busy with that, which has been a great experience. I'll share more just now. But I want to take a moment today and I want to get back into the YouTube game. I want to share with you guys an insight I had recently. Now, this isn't a new insight. It's something that I've known, but I was in a meeting. The discussion was happening and I just had this aha moment, and I thought this is worth punctuating because I think the insight that I had is easily lost in the day-to-day activity of a business. So anybody that's in a business, let's say you are an entrepreneur, let's say you want to be an entrepreneur, let's say you run a business, maybe you're a solopreneur, maybe you're a freelancer, maybe you have hundreds of employees, but you are a person that is either wanting to be or you are in business. I think I can say one thing about you that is true, and that is you did not start your business, or you do not desire to get into business to be worse off than when you start. Nobody gets into business saying, I hope that when I'm done, I'm in worse physical condition, I'm in worse financial situations. I just hope that everything's worse off. No, everybody gets into business hoping that they can make their life better. They want more freedom, they want more money, they want more time, they want more prestige, they want more experiences, they want more power. People get into business because they want to create wealth. Now, when I say wealth, people get confused. They go, well, that's all about money. Yeah, money is a way to store wealth. But for me and for a lot of folks, wealth means an abundance of resources. It means that you have more than you need to get by. This can be more food. This can be more square footage to live in. This could be more transportation. This could be more time. Wealth can be so many different things, but it is an abundance of resources, both material and immaterial. So people get into business because they have this sense that I can create wealth. I can have more freedom. I can make more money. I can acquire things that I couldn't acquire working for someone else. This is an opportunity for me to experience the most that I can be. And so I want to get into business. I want to test myself. I want to prove to the world that I have what it takes to generate wealth, to be successful, and to be free. And so you get into business and there's just so many components to it. And so the question becomes, well, how can one be successful in business? If I want to create wealth, if I want to have more than I need, I want to have some abundance of resources, well, how am I successful? How do I do that? Ask yourself, well, how do you create wealth in your business? Is it the technology that you apply? Folks are always coming up with new ideas. They're pitching them to venture capital. We're going to do this thing. It's going to be bigger than Uber. We're going to go public and be multi-billionaires. Is it your savviness around creating strategies or innovation, coming up with new products and services that no one thought of? Do you need to be the next Steve Jobs coming up with the iPod or the iPhone eventually and just transforming a whole industry and society? There are all these things that people will tell you are important. You have to be a wizard at finance. You have to have good connections. You have to be at the right place at the right time. And like I said before, technology. People will tell you all these different things that are necessary in their minds to create wealth. But there's this one kind of idea, this one concept, this one source of wealth that is at the core of every wealth-making opportunity. It's just one thing. It's like the atom, the most essential particle in the material universe. Well, this one thing is at the core of wealth creation, is the most essential element in wealth creation. And that is people. People create wealth. Technology does not create wealth. Process and systems don't create wealth. Finance doesn't create wealth. Strategy doesn't create wealth. Innovation doesn't create wealth. People create wealth. People are wealth creators. You can't have technology and strategy and all these things without people. Now look, I as a consultant am not a people person. I am not hired to come in and work with teams. I'm not hired to help coach teams, work with the HR department, develop people, help them become better at what they do. That's just not my gig. I don't even like that kind of work. It's kind of squishy to me. Now I respect the people that do it. I have friends that do it, and I get it. I see the value. But like if you said to me, Mike, your job is to go into this company and develop the people, help the teams work more efficiently, do team building exercises, get everybody to like sing Kumbaya and do some type of off-campus retreat to get everybody closer so we can work as a team. I would be like, you know what? I think I would rather go dig ditches for a living. I'm just not interested. It's just not in my heart. But that said, I can't get past the truth that people are the source of all wealth creation. And so as you're looking at your business, as you're thinking about your ideas and you want to grow, you want to scale, you've got to be thinking about your people. You've got to be thinking about, do I have the right people? Do I have them in the right roles? Have I equipped them? Have I empowered them? Have I given them good direction? Am I supporting them? Do they understand how we do transformative work in this business? You know, do I have a preponderance of people that are just transactional? They're just moving things from point A to point B for a paycheck. Or do I have people that come in every day that want to solve problems, that want to make my company, our customers, and the world a better place? Do they want to leave things better than they found them? And I think if you can at least get that piece figured out, the more that you can look at your circumstances, at your business, at your competitive landscape, at your customers and clients and the world around you, the more you can look at it through the lens of understanding that people are wealth creators, the more you can assess your own business, its efficiencies, the tasks that it is focused on, the things that it devotes its resources to. If you can look at it through the lens of people as wealth creators, you can start asking questions. Am I hiring people that like to generate value, solve problems, and create wealth? Am I hiring people that like to leave things better off than they found them? Are they intrinsically, internally motivated to be wealth creators? Are they motivated to make the company a better place? Am I hiring people that are more interested in just pulling a paycheck? Are people frustrated, grumbling, unhappy? Do I feel like I'm pulling teeth all the time? I think we've got to look through that lens, and I think the more that we can assess our businesses, our cultures, our missions, our values, the products and services that we are creating, and the experiences that our customers have when they engage us, the more that we can assess the business through that lens, I think the more successful we can be. Now, sometimes you hit a point in a business where you have kind of topped out. Your team is doing great, they're efficient, they're happy, they're productive, but you're doing the most that you can do. You're producing as much revenue as you can produce, and you're kind of topping out. And that's when you've got to look at the people equation and say, are we needing to add people? Are we missing out on wealth generating opportunities because we don't have enough people on the team? Now, sometimes you can't afford it. Sometimes there are other questions. It's not like you just go hire 10 people and magically wealth happens. You've got to be smart and strategic in how you hire, what you hire for, where you plug them in, and what's expected of these people. But don't lose sight of the fact that people are the core, essential element of wealth creation. And if you're in business to create wealth, to generate an abundance of resources for you, for your employers, for your vendors, for your customers, and for your community, then I would highly encourage you, think about your people. Think about your people and think of them as wealth creators. Help them think of themselves as wealth creators. I think that that will have a significant impact on the ways that people think about what they do and the kinds of work that they end up engaging in the long run. Guys, I love you all, and I will catch you in the next video.